I'm here, man. So what's going on? I know y'all got questions about being a barber and things of that nature, man. My name is God So Icy. I've been doing this barber thing since I was like 15 years old. My father, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. My father literally told me that he wasn't gonna give me a specific haircut that I wanted, and everybody in school was getting, the long points. Y'all know what they is. They call icicles. They used to get the long points. And my father kept giving me the stair step shape up. It was like a box shape up. Now it was cool for what it was, when that was in style. But when everybody started getting the icicles, I'm like, Pops, can you, give us the icicles? This was literally in when I was in high school. And, he was like, he wasn't going to do it. Then he said, cut it myself. You ain't got to tell me twice. I picked up his clippers, started cutting my own hair around 15 years old, man. Bald spots and everything. It's crazy because I went to school like that with bald spots in my head, and people was basically telling me, "Hey, man, you got a bald spot right here where the cowlick is. Y'all gonna learn about that, or some of you guys already know about a cowlick, which is that swirl right here in the center of your head. On the, y'all know where it's at. So, when I started cutting, I was just trying to cut straight, what I'm saying, and go over my head like that. And I would go over the cowlick the wrong direction, right? And it would give me a bald spot right here, but the shape up was always on point. That was one thing about me. I used to draw back in the day. So some of y'all that want to get into barbering, you are actually artists. You probably, know how to draw, paint, things of that nature. And I was an artist. Like I used to draw back in the day. So when it came to the shape ups, man, all of my characters I used to draw on paper had sharp hairlines, right? Their hairlines was always sharp. So I was always going to, if anything, make sure that the hairline was sharp. So, that's, how I got started in cutting hair. Then I went to the military. Once I went to the military, I started cutting, different types of folks. You know what I'm saying? And, it got to the point where I was cutting way too many folks. Long story short, my first time cutting a Caucasian person. All right. And, I tore him up. I'm not even going to lie to you. I never went to barber school. So I didn't have a barber's license. It was trial and error for me. It was trial and error. And, when I cut this, Caucasian brother, like, here's my thing. I used the same blade that I cut us with. Right. So he wanted something low, but I took him way too low because I used the same blade. You're going to learn about that type of stuff as well. But at the end of the day, man, fast forward, it got me here, a 6-figure barber. I have my own suite, and I'm looking to open it up salon suites, whereas though I can hire other barbers so that they can start their own brand and be able to work in, their own situation. But if you want to be a barber, jump out there, man. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you. Jump out there. Like, go tell your parents if you don't have clippers. If you young, tell your parents buy you some clippers and not the Walmart clippers. Write this down. If you taking notes, write this down. Do not get Walmart clippers. They will not last if you're cutting a lot of hair. Now, for starters, cool. You know what I'm saying? But they're not as sharp as you want them to be. They're not going to give you the right type of cut that you want because you're going to want a detailed cut. All right. So you want to get something like Babyliss, some Andes, some Walls, something like that. So tell your parents, get you some clippers like that. You can buy them off of the website. You can even get them bad boys off of Amazon, y'all. So Andes, Walls, Babyliss, clippers like that. All right. There's other brands out there, but I'm trying to get y'all started. Okay. So get yourself a pair of clippers with the guards. Okay. Make sure you got all the guards when you get the clippers. And then you also want to make sure that you got some good lining clippers. Okay. And you don't want the ones that get hot. So do not get the old Andes with the cord attached to them. The old gray Andes with the cord. Do not get those. They get hot too fast. Okay. And you starting off. So, you might spend extra long on the shape up. So you want to get something that don't get hot, because once the clippers get hot, they melt the skin. You do not want that. All right. All right. So what's that? That's the clippers. That's the trimmers. So you want to get a set of trimmers. I would say get some Babyliss, right? Babyliss trimmers. They got Walls trimmers out there. Once you get your trimmers, though, make sure that you set them because they do not come set. Now, there are some trimmers out there that do come set. I'm going to make a separate video for that. All right. But there are some videos out there that do come set. But Andes, they don't come set. Walls, they don't come set. Babyliss, they don't come set. Some of them probably do, but you will have to set them. Anyway, you want to set them to where as though you like it. To where as though when you tap the hairline, the hair just disappears. right? You don't want to go over a certain space over and over and over again. You want to set the clippers. If you don't know how to set it, I'll make a video for that as well. So drop it in the comments if you need me to make a video on how to set your clippers. Personally, I set the clippers for everybody that worked at my barbershop. I mean, some of them, they set their own clippers as well, but you know, they know I know how to set clippers. So I was all about setting clippers, man, because I like my clippers to cut sharp and have like that pencil line and leave that little ash line when you're shaping them up. So you want that. What else do you want? You want to get a cape, right? Want to make sure that you get a cape so you're not cutting hair and you're putting a towel over them. Those were my beginning days. Used to put the towel over people. You know what I'm saying? When I cut their hair, and then you got to shake the towel. It was just dumb. But if you got to start there, right? If you got to start there, start there. There's nothing wrong with starting and putting a towel, you know, over somebody or a sheet or something like that. That's cool. Do that, right? But get a cape. And, you know, there are capes that you can find online. I'll drop this in the comments where, you know, I'll drop it in the description where y'all can get some capes from. All right. Capes, trimmers, clippers, brush, comb. Okay, make sure you got a brush, you got a comb. All right, make sure you got some kahunas. Make sure that you are confident, right? You're gonna start off shaky. If you never cut a hair before, you're gonna be a little nervous, and that's okay. I was nervous when I first started cutting hair in the barbershop. I was nervous because people are watching me while I'm cutting hair. Now, you might be starting in your garage, you might be starting in your bedroom, in your bathroom, however you're going to be cutting hair or cutting other people's hair. But if you in a shop, if you go into a shop, there are going to be eyeballs on you. That's going to make you extra nervous because they're not even paying attention to you, honestly. These people are not paying attention to you in the shop. They're literally cutting other people's hair. Now, you might have some clients that's sitting in a waiting chair watching you, you know what I'm saying, cut hair. You know what I mean? Especially if they brought their child in there, you about to cut their child. You know what I'm saying? So the parent is actually watching what you're doing and you can get nervous. But trust and believe me, that do not mean quit the game. That means keep going. Keep on going through the nerves because truth be told, once you do a thing over and over again, it becomes like repetition and you're going to be able to do it like the back of your hand. That's one of the stages of learning. Okay. It's 4 stages of learning. Okay. It's unconsciously incompetent. That's when you don't know what you don't know, right? That means you don't know what you don't know. Then you become consciously incompetent. That means you know that you don't know something, right? That means you know that you don't know something. Then you become consciously competent. That means you know what you're doing, right? But you're still new at it. And then you become unconsciously competent. That means you're doing it like the back of your hand. Like you know it, you know how to do it inside and out. I'll give you an example. When you first learned how to tie your shoe, all you was just playing with the shoestrings, thinking you knew what you was doing, but you did not know that you didn't know what you was doing. You following? You following me? Then you learned how to tie your shoe a little bit. You learned a little something, right? So you knew the cross, or whatever the case may be. Then somebody taught you how to tie your shoe and then you started learning, but you still was a little, you was thinking about it. You was over, under, loop, whatever the case may be. And then your knot probably wasn't even tight. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you really learn how to tie, I bet you none of y'all remember the last time you tied your shoe. Why? Because you do it like the back of your hand. So I'm telling you, if you keep doing a thing, you'll learn how to do that thing like the back of your hand, and you're not going to have to worry about being nervous doing it. So that's what's going to happen to you in the barbershop, right? You're going to be in there, you're going to be cutting, you're going to be nervous, but you're going to get better at being in front of people. You're going to get better at cutting. You're going to get better at the line. You're going to get better at fading. You're going to get better at your craft. You're going to get better at how to deal with people because you want to learn how to deal with people as well. Right? You want to have good customer service. You want to be clean. You want to make sure that you show up the way that you want. You want to be presentable. Okay. You want to be presentable as well. And I'm just shooting all of that. I just decided to make a video for y'all because my son wants to learn how to cut hair. So you know what? I'm going to start making video tutorials right now. I'm going to start making videos right now about the mindset behind a barber, a 6-figure barber. If you want to do this and you want to do this for real, you can become a 6-figure barber actually making what you want, because the sky's the limit when it comes to cutting hair. Okay. So for starters, I just need you to get those first utensils, y'all, and then have some kahunas, get some confidence. Make sure this is something that you want to do. right? Once you buy the clippers and the shape up trimmers and, you know what I'm saying, the cape and all of that, once you get it, you done spent your money. Now it's time to get the ball rolling. Cut your own hair, cut your brother's hair, cut, friends' hair, start off with people that you know. And then don't be trying to charge them right off the back, okay? I hope y'all writing this down. Don't be trying to charge them right off the back, okay? Make sure that you're dealing with people that you know and you giving them, and because they know that you don't know what you're doing, right? They know that you are just learning and just starting out. So let them know, hey, look, I've been watching some tutorials, man. I'm ready to get this thing rocking and rolling. I'll cut your hair for free, right? I'll cut your hair for free. And you can give me a tip if you want. If you like it, give me a tip. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Be my customer. Be my customer. I'll hold you down. Once I get nice, trust me, I'm gonna make sure I got a nice little, grandfather package for you. And grandfather means you grandfather them in, because you probably gonna be charging upwards of, 60, 70, even $100. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out here charging $100 for a haircut, y'all. You could be making $200-300 just for traveling somewhere and cutting somebody's hair. Do you understand me? So it's a great industry to be a part of, man. You're going to deal with some ups and some downs, but that's with anything, okay? It's going to be ups and downs. It's going to be times where you're not going to feel like going in the shop and cutting hair. It's going to be times where people going to get on your nerves. All of these things is going to happen, but what I want you to do is this: keep the bar down. When you on a roller coaster, right? And they put that bar down on, it's ups and downs on that roller coaster. All I need you to do is just put your hands in the air, ride that bad boy till you get to the end of it. You feel me? But make sure that the bar stays down. Don't fall out. Don't run away from it. Don't stop. Don't quit. Quitters never win, and winners never quit. All right. So just keep the bar down. Understand that it's going to be ups and downs. Just keep the bar down. You will not fall off. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Ride that bad boy. Okay. Ride that bad boy. What else I got for y'all? I just decided to make this video simply because, my son literally told me that he wanted to start cutting hair. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to start making YouTube videos. I should have been doing this, honestly. But let me know what you guys want to ask. Any questions, about becoming a six-figure bar, drop the questions in the comments. If you want me to start doing tutorials on how to cut a fade, how to cut a temp, different types of clippers, how to set the clippers, all of these different things, I will drop them on my YouTube channel as well. Shout out to everybody that watched this video. Share it with somebody that you think wants to become a barber, or, share it with another barber. Ask them, am I right? Salute to all of the other barbers out there as well. If you want to follow me in my content, look me up on Instagram. It's Guy So Icy. That's